Support main tips in Marvel Rivals class is now in session. Now, if you're a support, and especially if you solo queue, you've probably heard people complaining about not getting heals. And this can feel like an absolute uphill battle as a support main when your entire team is just getting absolutely trucked during a game. So that leads to the question, who should you even be focused on healing as a support? So I'm going to break down the priority order that I would use, but again, every situation is different, but you can't really go wrong kind of following this standard. Number one, and absolutely without question, it's going to be your other support. If you're not prio healing the other support, if they're under pressure, then you're just absolutely trolling and you probably deserve to lose. Without your other support, you are 100% going to get pushed and eventually overwhelmed. It's not a question of if, but when, so definitely keep your other support alive, but this goes for your entire team. You have to protect the backline. Number two is going to be your tanks. If one or more of your tanks is taking damage or they're like under 50% and your other support is healthy, this is going to be your new focus. Now, tanks mostly control the flow of the game and allow your team to move where they need to go, so keeping them alive is also very, very important. But if they are relatively healthy, I'd say over 50% or so, and under no immediate danger of going down, then you have some options of who you're going to heal next. So third up, if we're following the priority order, is if your other support and tanks are relatively healthy and again, not in any immediate danger, then you need to absolutely be watching your flankers and your DPS. A lot of people might think that you should be pocketing your DPS, but in reality, in a true priority, in the best case scenario, they're actually the lowest in the order. And a lot of DPS mains hate that because they think they're always the main character. And sorry, that's just not true. And fourth up, if there really isn't much going on and everybody's pretty healthy and there's not really a whole lot of threats, well, then you just kind of hold M1 and you open up Crunchyroll to watch some anime on your second monitor. Now, every situation is different, and the hardest part about being a high-level support is being able to adapt to every situation on the fly. But I would say that in terms of a priority order, if you really wanted one, you can't really go wrong with what I just listed.